Hi, this is Robin from Peanut Allergy Kid. Welcome to my kitchen. It's 100% peanut and tree nut free. Today we are going to make candy Easter eggs that are totally safe for any peanut or tree nut allergic child. I don't know about you, but I have never seen an Easter bunny in the stores that are safe for a child with a peanut allergy, as well as any kind of Easter eggs or anything chocolate. In fact, this week I even found jelly beans that are not safe for a peanut allergic child. So why look all over the place when you can just make it yourself in your own kitchen? I looked all over the internet for various recipes, and believe it or not, many of them have peanut butter in them, or in many cases coconut, which we also avoid because of Tyler's coconut allergy. So I looked high and low and found just a few recipes to choose for. I'll link some of the others so that you can have some choices. But I selected the one that had cream cheese. In my opinion, nothing tastes bad with cream cheese. So even if this isn't the greatest egg in the world, it has cream cheese in it, so it's okay in my book. Today, the chocolate Easter eggs we'll make. First, we're going to make the filling. This filling is buttercream, which, as I said, has cream cheese in it. It's also going to have 1/4 cup of butter, and it's also going to have 1 teaspoon of vanilla. In addition, you're going to use a whole package or 2 pounds of powdered sugar. For the coating, which chocolate always makes me nervous when it comes to peanut allergies, as I'm sure a lot of other parents with peanut allergic children do, I was happy to find at my local Meijer's. That's a store in the Midwest for those of you that are not familiar with it. They label for cross-contamination. So instead of paying an arm and a leg for chocolate, I was able to find some relatively cheap. This bag cost me about $3 for 2 pounds. If you're not comfortable with this brand or you don't have a Meijer's nearby, I've noticed that Walmart is excellent for cross-contamination labeling. We've used them numerous times and never had a problem. Hershey's is excellent for cross-contamination labeling, as well as Vermont Nut-Free Chocolate. And you can find them at vermontnutfree.com. I've never tried them, but I've heard excellent things about their products, and they sell baking chips and chocolate chips and things of that nature. In addition, Enjoy Life sells safe chocolate chips. They're dairy-free as well. Now these Easter eggs would not be great if you're dealing with a dairy allergy, as we have been for the last few Easters. But if you want to make something else, even like a molded chocolate, Enjoy Life is a really good selection. Okay, let's get started. This basically is almost like a cream cheese frosting for the filling, and it's going to be a little bit different because we're going to chill it, which is going to give it that firmness that we need. First, we're going to start out creaming our butter. You're going to want a spatula for this as well. 8 ounces of cream cheese. For best results, you're going to want your butter and your cream cheese to be at room temperature. It just makes it quite a bit easier to cream. Those of you that cook quite a bit probably know about that. We're also going to do a teaspoon of vanilla. Together really well, as you would if you were making frosting. The best results on these eggs, you're going to want to whip them at a pretty high speed to make that cream cheese filling fluffier and just kind of that creaminess that we all like for fillings. Okay, now that we have the butter and the cream cheese and the vanilla, we're going to add the powdered sugar gradually. If we put it all in at once, we're going to have a powdered sugar mess. So we'll just gradually add it, just like you would with any standard frosting. Okay, now we've completed the mixing, and I told you this was like a frosting. There is one exception. These are a little bit thicker than frosting so that you can form them into balls. So just take your cream cheese mixture, and these can be as little or as big of eggs as you want, and you're just going to form them into an egg shape. I'm making these larger because Tyler will not be the only one eating them. For Easter we are having my niece and nephew that have tree nut allergies, and they're 12, so they require a bigger candy than a 4-year-old. Now the best way to do this is to roll them in a ball and then just gently form them into somewhat of an oval that creates the egg shape. Now these don't have to be perfect because our next step we're going to create these as chocolate eggs. So they're going to be dipped. So if you have a little funky spot in your egg, don't worry about it. It's going to be covered by chocolate and no one will notice. Okay, now once you get them all rolled out into egg shapes, I've put them on parchment paper on a cookie sheet so that they won't stick. Wax paper would work. You could use Pam, whatever you choose to use. And then you're going to stick them in the refrigerator. And chill for 2 hours. And then the real fun will begin, the chocolate.